This is how my clients use the Freedom Funnel to scale past 50K per month in profit. And we do this by creating a system, which I'll share with you down below in this video, that signs 2 or more high paying clients every single week with ease. Now, if you are new to my world and you're a little bit skeptical, I totally get it. I just simply want to share what's working for my clients right now, and in hopes that you can get some ideas and some insight on how it helps you grow your high ticket online business too. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share a very simple invitation that if you would like to partner with me and get help to implement this inside of your business, then we can do that. But regardless, I do hope you get some ideas, some inspiration, some perspective, some strategies that you can implement into your own business to help you grow, have more freedom, more fun, and get more clients. So this is really a synopsis of what 5 of my clients are doing. I only work with a very handful, low amount of clients every single month. And it's what 5 of my clients are using to book 2 to 4 calls a day, sign 2 clients every week. And the most important thing, it's been responsible for $5.4 million in coaching so far, just from 5 clients. So that's a little bit of authority on how I've got this system created. My goal for you is to build a business that grows to 50K and even 100K per month in profit. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. That allows you to travel, that allows you to spend time with family, create unforgettable memories, to get fit, and to do what you love. It allows you to track dream clients with ease. No more chasing clients, no more complex funnels that want to make you day drink. I remember speaking with a potential client. She was up till 11 p.m., like working on a landing page. And she just hates landing pages. Like, you're not born to build funnels. You're born to impact people and to change the world and to give your gift to others, not to get tangled in tech. The fastest way also to build a business you hate is work with non-dream clients. So all this really to make business fun again, with simplicity, consistency, lots of white space in your calendar, and to work in your zone of genius, what you're here to do. Now, here's a quick spiel on me. For the past 12 years, so since 2012, I've been working behind the scenes with a few dozen, 6, 7, 8-figure coaches. I haven't worked with hundreds. I haven't got thousands of case studies. If you work with me, you work with me. You don't work with my team. I don't have a team. It's just me. I work with max 5 clients at the moment, and you can see the results of those 5 clients. Overall, they've generated $20 million in revenue from the 12 years I've been working with them. Clients have happily paid me $119,000, $49,000 to work together for up to 3 years. One of them, who I'll share a bit more throughout this document, has become Australia's fastest growing company in the 3rd year of working together. That's verified by the AFR, the Australian Financial Review. Not my opinion. You have to submit your numbers and your stats and be qualified for it. And like I said, 2024, 5 of my clients have sold $5.4 million in coaching so far. And I'm excited to share everything I've learned along the way. This is like the most valuable thing I could create to share with you. And I've done all of these results while really working and traveling where I want. Like the last 2 months, I've spent 2 weeks in Bali for a mastermind, which has been amazing. Learned so much. And then I got back to London. I was back for a couple days, and then we were in Ibiza for 2.5 weeks, one of my favorite spots. I don't drink. I haven't had a drink for like 2 years. I think I did enough in my 20s. But the northeast of Ibiza is just beautiful. It's like this. Like, this is my happy place. This is 6 Senses in Ibiza, northeast. Absolutely beautiful. Great food, great weather, great people. Really good fun. But my point is, I've done all this while traveling. And then in 2 weeks, it's my wife's birthday, so we're going to Portugal, more sunshine. So this is why I got started in business. I actually met my wife in Bali 5 years ago. I was living there because I just loved it there. And we met. She's British, so now I live in London. But all these things I'm able to do is because I've designed my business intentionally. I've designed it for the reason that I got into it. It's to build a life of fun, freedom, and flexibility. And if that's why you got started into business, a lot of the times we get working in our business and we forget why we do these things. But if you got started to travel more, to have more choices, to enjoy life, then you're in the right place, because I'm going to show you how my clients and I are able to do these things. So how does this even work? Or does it even work? Well, I call it the pre-sold process, which if you look here, when you want to start, this is a conversation with a client. I can start today. This is at 7, like 7:45. And then an hour later, 1,000 paid, let's go do the balance at the end of the month, right? So that's not just a one-time thing. A client who ran this system for 13 months, she generated 186 clients for 13 months, which works out to be 14 clients a month and 3 clients a week at 4,400 each. So you can see the number there. So these aren't just, 2 to 4 clients a month, like a week. I'm not just making up these numbers. These are backed up by what my clients are doing. So the goal of this system is to pre-sell, never hard sell. So pre-sell so you don't have to hard sell. Create a hot audience that buys easily and fast. And we do that by connection over persuasion. We don't want to persuade people. We want to build a connection so they're compelled. So we have empowered prospects that take action and excited to work with us. We want to attract and convert dream clients who are a perfect fit. No more non-fit nightmare clients. Make the sales process easy. I hate sales. I hate converting people. I hate convincing people. It's not my jam. I want to work with people who get with me, who vibe with me. And that's what this system does. And it also creates consistency and predictability. Big picture, I just want to share how this is different. A lot of marketing systems, or if you look at, let's go back a step. If you look at acquisition, client acquisition, I see as 2 big variables. It's how consistent is it? And how much effort is it? That's really the 2 key things. And consistent can be consistent in cost, consistent in effort, consistent in volume, many metrics, but just consistency is a big one. So you're not on that roller coaster income. You're either having consistent and manual, and you're having to remind yourself. And if you're consistently having to remind yourself to do marketing every single day, you lead to burnout. I've seen it happen time and time again. You don't do the things you enjoy and you lead to burnout. If it's unpredictable, but it's manual, it's always on your mind and you're feeling guilty. If you're with your partner, you think about business. If you're in your business, you think about your partner. You're half in, you're half out. You're working evenings, working weekends. It's always on your mind. If it's automated, but it's unpredictable, it's so frustrating and it's almost like never mind. It's like you're close, but it's like never mind. What I want for you is to get off this hamster wheel. Any one of these 3, because there's only 2 categories here. It looks like there's 4, but there's 2. This is where I don't want you to be. So first step here is just to take a snapshot of where you are right now. Where would you put yourself in terms of getting clients? And then where do you want to be? I think where you want to be is peace of mind and have confidence. So it's like a tap. You can control how much, how little, when. So you can turn it up and down, off and on whenever you want and get off the hamster wheel. So that's big picture. The goal of this is really, an old way of getting clients. I call this the frustration funnel, which builds the prison because you're doing things you hate. My goal is to get you to build the freedom funnel, which builds the dream and do things you love. So we want to build the dream, not the prison. And if you are doing these things, it's building the prison. If you're inconsistent, if you're not charging what you're truly worth, if you're having cold leads that don't convert, that's like not fun at all. Random hope marketing, if you're having lots of long, I call them painful because they're just, you're having to, like, either you speak to someone, they're like, I'm just in the car. Can you just tell me who is this again? Or you call them up and it's like, who? What do you do? Can you tell me in a sentence? Like, I don't know much time. Like, that's just awful. I hate them. I hate being bogged down in tech. I hate being seen as one of many with little authority. I don't want that. If you've got this, it's like high volume with low conversion. So you're having to do more calls that you hate with people just that you don't enjoy speaking with to make up with the numbers. And all this is taking a lot of time, effort, energy, and you don't have any fun, freedom, passion, excitement in your business. And mentor once said to me, you don't grow your business when you're feeling like this. You have to have a fundamental change. If you're hating your business and not enjoying it, you don't want to grow more to get more of the things that you hate. So it is really hard to scale, not only logistically, but also subconsciously. If you're having pain and not enjoying your business now, you don't want to grow it because your brain associates more growth with more pain. So it's very hard to scale, especially without working more hours. And you often get stuck around 10 to 30, maybe more if you have more discipline and more grit. But my goal is for you to get 2 to 4 clients a week so you can get 8 to 16 per month at least 4,000 per client. Have hot leads that are pre-sold and empowered, and have an automated or at least semi-automated system for daily hot leads, fast conversions. I'll show you now actually. So this system here, we got a lead the 23rd of September. We can see YouTube organic And then on the 26th of September, 3 days later, 2,200 paid in full. So this is just another example. And then this is obviously another one as well. But we want people that move fast because they're hot, because they're empowered, because they're pre-sold, and not because we have to hard sell. So this is all about pre-sold. This is about hard sell. You can pick your poison. One you love, one you hate. One makes life fun, one doesn't. So with fast conversions, simple ads, we'll talk about them. You want to be seen as the coach with no objections. Like, you are the coach for me. I'm here for you. Let's go. You need less calls, shorter calls, and they're more fun. I really enjoy calls when I have them like this. This allows you to create a business and life that you love. Ultimately, this is why we do it. It's cliche, but this is what it leads to, and allows you to scale without more hours because you have leverage. That's why I shared with you this here. If you don't have leverage, it's very difficult to scale. And then allows you scales past 50K per month with freedom. Like I shared with you how I travel. That's all possible. And it's all possible for three things. This is what any funnel shares, but the difference is the nuance. You can have a chocolate cake and you can have 100 recipes for a chocolate cake. The difference is in the nuance. It's in the ingredients. It's in for how long. It's in for what amount. It's in for how much. It's all the nuances that really make a difference. So I've made it very simple to remember. It's just capture, connect, convert. You capture leads, you connect with them deeply, and you convert into clients. Capture, connect, convert. Capture, connect, convert. These are the three phases that we go through. So the first phase is how to capture attention and build an audience daily. Not randomly, daily, without this stuff that makes your life a nightmare, makes you want to day drink, and without chasing people as well. We don't want to send cold DMs. We don't want to chase people. We don't want to beg. We don't want to chase people. We want people to chase us. So this is the simplest way to build an audience and to capture attention. And I say this hopefully with some authority because I've managed over 10 million in ads over my 12 years. That's like my 101 jam. Like, it's Facebook ads. That's really how I got into this. 12 years ago was, setting up small Facebook ad accounts, managing like $60 a day. And now I've managed 10 million in ads. So here's one client, 4.2 million managed in 12 months. You can see the dates there. 1.3 million pounds managed in 12 months. You can see the dates there. And then another one here, 251,000 managed in 9 months. And you can see the dates there. And I want you just to take in like how many. You see here 85 campaigns. You can see all the campaigns that are set up. Here there's 33 campaigns. Here there's 197 campaigns. The reason I say this is to make ads work the old way, like using it this way, it takes a lot of work. A lot of campaigns, a lot of ad sets, a lot of targeting, a lot of testing, a lot of creatives. It's hard. And you have to be on your desktop. You have to be on it. You have to have naming conventions. You have to have systems. You have to have a lot. This way I'm about to share with you, it's the simplest because it's literally only 3 clicks from your phone. It's all it takes, 3 clicks. So it is the simplest way to be able to grow your audience and to acquire clients. And that's from 10 million managing ads, and I'm currently managing 50 grand a month. So I do to get these kind of results, we do scale up into some more advanced stuff, but to get to 50K a month, you can do this 100%. So we use ads. The reason why, Frank Kern says it best, the most dependable and consistent way to generate wealth is to turn advertising into profit. The king of the internet says it best himself. So we use simple, low-cost ads to make this happen. So what happens when you do this? One of my clients, he reached 362,000 people in the last 30 days. You can see the number down here. That's in 30 days, 362. What that's like is it's like filling up the O2 Arena 18 times in a month, almost once every single work day or weekday, right? There's 20,000 people in each side, in each one of the O2s there at capacity, which is just insane. Like, if you think of any artist that would fill up the O2 once, massive respect. That's a huge effort. My client's doing this every single day. And then we can see the number of followers here, 1,332. That's in the last 30 days. But that is the power of this system. And what's even better about this is that it's happening automatically. It's not requiring any manual effort from my client to do this. So really the best part about this is you don't need to have a goal to fill up the O2 in your first month, first week, whatever. You don't need to do that. You can start with $10 a day, £10 a day. And unlike all these methods here where I've managed over 10 million, and you can see here 33 ad campaigns, here there's 197. That's not including the ad sets, which have the targeting and the budgets. You don't need all of this stuff. You can just use existing content that you're posting on Instagram. Now, there's ways and methods of making it better. Don't have time to go into them here, but just want to give you as much as I can in this short time. But it's really never been easier to run ads than at what it has now. Literally 3 taps on your phone, you can start running ads. But it's also never been harder to make a return on investment. The ROAS that you make depends on the next phase. This is the difference between losing money or making like 2 to 3 times back and making a 5 to 10x ROAS back that really funds your 7-figure business. So let's get into the next phase. This is about to connect. This is how to connect deeply with your audience so you never have to hard sell or persuade again. This is not me. If someone asks me, like, why should I work with you? It's like, you're not ready yet. Like, just take some time, and when you're ready, we'll work together. Apple never convinces anyone to buy, and they are the most profitable, the biggest company in the world, or one of, right? I think they were the first $1 trillion company. They never hard sell. So we want to adapt a similar approach, because what I see, the biggest mistake coaches make is this. Once they capture attention, the mistake is here. But once we capture attention, we want to build connection, because that is where the magic happens. It's where most people try and shortcut the process, though. They make the biggest mistake of trying to go from capture to convert. So they're like, I've got this lead. Hey, you want my stuff? It's like treating marketing like Tinder. It's like, yes, no, swipe left, swipe right. Here's my opportunity. Do you want it? Okay, goodbye. You're no good to me. It's like the whole buy or die mentality. It's like a hookup culture. Right? So if you do that, you're in for a lot of frustration because you're having to persuade clients to work with you. And the reason why is because they're a cold audience. When you get leads this way, they're a cold audience, and it's totally normal. It's okay. So this is what happens. So what we want to do instead is build a real relationship. So especially because we're in this low trust era, people trust people less now. So instead of using persuasion and trying to force people to get on a call and to like use the scripts and all these things, instead of using persuasion, we want to use connection. Because the more connection you have, the less persuasion you need. So we want to pre-sell them so we never have to hard sell them. And your reputation could be squeaky clean because you never enroll people who you shouldn't have. So we do this by turning the cold audience into a hot audience, because a hot audience is full of people who are red hot and ready to buy. So stop trying to like go from one big yes, getting a lead, and then like one big yes, getting a sale and trying to get the money. And instead, start building a journey of small yeses, which makes it easy for people to pay you. So that's what this process is about. So the first time I implemented this, I remember I set up a few things and then had a person book in a call, and I made sure that they went through this process here. And the first words he said on the call was, "You've already expanded my mind." And I smiled and I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And he said he was thinking about running this small campaign in one state, and now he's thinking bigger, 10 times bigger, and he wants to run it here, and it's going to be national, and he wants to do this. And for me, there was zero persuasion. It was zero, who am I? How can I help? Like zero any of that. So zero resistance. And it was all just like, okay, so how can we do this? When can we implement it? What are your thoughts? And it was really like auditing his business and seeing how I can help him, not can I help him? You understand the difference? Like it wasn't, can you help me? It was, how can you help me? So this removes resistance, or as much of the resistance as possible. So to make it a lot more black and white for you, there's 2 types of audience. A cold audience, they consider buying, and then a hot audience buys like crazy. I'm in, send me the link, you're the coach for me, I'm excited, let's work together. Instead of these objections and asking what star sign you are, if you're a vegan and all this stuff, right? Don't need that. But here's a big picture overview. I'm going to go into it more, but you can pause this video, you can take a screenshot, whatever. But we capture, then we generate attention, grow our audience, then We connect with them here through these means, which I'll go into in a second. This is what warms them up to a hot audience. And then we convert them by using these processes. Outcomes, 2 to 4 clients, 2 to 4 calls a day, 2 to 4 clients a week, and 50K a month profit. So let's get into the step-by-step here. The key to consistently getting these 2 clients a week is really mastering these 3 essential things. It's not by dabbling, it's mastering. So social media, I love Instagram. You want to focus all of your energy, or 95% of your energy, on one social media platform, not 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 80, especially if you're under 100K a month. It's crucial to have one channel where you're putting most of your energy. If you're not, you're ending up like this chart, which I think the Essentialist outlines so well. If you've got all this energy, say this is 10 platforms that you're focused on, like you've got 10% everywhere because you only have 100% of your energy. Compared to this, so you make 10% of progress of what you really can. Compared to this, you make 100% progress. You accelerate your results 10 times faster by diluting your focus, by being ultra focused on exactly what matters most, which means you're growing your audience, building trust, converting followers into paying clients faster. So I love Instagram. Clients love Instagram. We use Reels, carousel, stories to build that connection. And really, stories is an underrated way. Like, we ran a story for a client here and we got 60 responses from a client just on a simple poll. And it's an easy way to start conversations and build the relationship. But that's just one little tip there. But Instagram is massive in our world. Then Instagram is all great for attention. YouTube is good for connection. This is really what moves people from cold to warm to ultimately hot, because Instagram is short form. This is long form. Long form videos give your audience a deeper way to connect with you and your content, which builds trust faster, allows people to binge watch, speed up the buying process, because bingers are buyers. So we use YouTube to showcase expertise and to nurture the leads. And this combination of short form here, long form here, is an epic combo. So one of my clients, for example, his video popped off. We got 1,400 watch time just on one video, 341 subscribers just from one video. Now, of course, this isn't typical results. This video really popped off, which is amazing, but normally we don't pop off. You can see it's a lot more than usual. But imagine trying to get 1,400 watch hours. Like, you would normally have to do 1,400 strategy sessions, say if they're an hour long, or if you have 1,400 coffees with people to pick your brain. Hey bro, can I prick your brain? You're a genius. You're so smart. Like, if you were to have that for an hour, that's 1,400 coffees. So that is really the power of YouTube. It's phenomenal for that. And he got clients from that video. He got dozens and dozens and dozens of leads. And what's best is once the video is made, it runs 24/7 and it continues to grow. You can see down here, this is the days. It's on the 7th day and it's still climbing. And this is zero effort, zero ads. It's about taking our ads that are here and maximizing our efficiency and building the trust, warming them up, making them faster to buy. And then email. Email is a great system for then nurturing the leads and building that one-on-one conversation become top of mind and just showing in people's inbox, adding value every single day. You can do it every day. You can do it a couple times a week. And it's really just about adding value. The best way to do it is just send people to here and here. So you're building that relationship faster. Occasionally you can make offers, which is amazing. So a client a couple of weeks ago wanted to get some clients because he had a little bit of a lull and needed some cash. So we sent 2 emails and we got, how many is that? 231 responses. Is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, 231 inbound leads just in 48 hours. And what's awesome about this is it's just a couple sentences of text. You don't need to create a 20-minute video. You don't need to create some fancy graphics. It's just simple text. And really, the purpose of this, all these 3 elements here, is to understand that trust and connection is not built through time. It's not done through days, weeks, or months. It's built through content consumption. That's why I love the hours viewed of that video. It's a very incredible metric because that's people spending time with the brand and people are spending time with you. So the trust triad, social, YouTube, email, is the fastest way to build that trust and connection because it mixes short form Instagram, long form video, and then email to tie it all together. because the key to getting clients consistently and then scaling acquisition is not by doing more. It's just about creating a simple system that moves people from cold, warm to hot in terms of temperature, in terms of ready to buy. The purpose of this system is to create 8, 9, or 10ers. And that's 8, 9, or 10 in terms of ready to buy. And this trust triad is a clear pathway from cold, warm, hot. It's like you've got a map. Let's say this book is a map and you are here and you need to go here. So we clearly outline, great book, you clearly outline the map that takes people from cold to sold, which is hot, which makes them easier to convert. Instagram brings them in, YouTube deepens the trust, and email nurtures them to convert. The first client who I implemented this for in 2016, let's have a look here. So 2016, we started working together, and once I set everything up, client was like, I hope you have the fire brigade on speed dial because you're on fire, big boy. We launched a funnel which didn't have this at all. It only really had the first section and a little bit of the last. We didn't really have much of this middle section. We had email, that was about it. And we made 1 million in the first 12 months without this connect piece. And then 2 years later, with the trust triad, with this connect piece, he scaled to become Australia's fastest growing company. This is verified by the Australian Financial Review. You can see Australian Financial Reviews. So it's not my opinion, it's not my numbers. It is a vetted board that then make the rankings. But we stopped working after this. He did some things which I didn't agree with, which we didn't align. But in that 3-year period, I worked very closely with him, and it's quite incredible to see how the results you can get from this. So I know it's not, I learned this over the last month and this is what I think. I know that this strategy crushes better than anything else. Like, I know it does. And since 2016, I really refined this system a lot. When I went to Bali, I learned from 2 YouTube goats. So I learned from Hamza, who is the GOAT, Mr. School Games. I think he's the highest school board games leader, which means he's good at building community, and he's built it all from YouTube. He's only just recently got Instagram. He said he went a while without Instagram, which was like made him really unique. But all of it is from YouTube. He's brilliant on YouTube. I've learned so much from him on YouTube, and just the ability to sit down with him. And he's like, so you got any questions on YouTube? And I ask him, and he just pulls out his phone and shows me like exactly how he scripts out his video and structures them and like his next few videos. But he has 2.3 million subs. Phenomenal guy to learn from. Also learned from William Brown, who I still keep in contact with. He went from 70K cash to 365 cash in 1 month from YouTube. And he has raw, unedited videos. Love his style. So learning from them has been brilliant. And also for one client who's doing 7 figures, we have a YouTube strategist that we work with, and he is the same YouTube strategist as partnered with Joel Clapham. He ran all Joel Clapham's YouTube stuff for organic and reduced his ad spend by like 15 times by only doing retargeting because YouTube had that many watch hours and watch time. So he's a brilliant guy to learn from. And then my client, who I'm working with for the strategy, he's had 3 back-to-back record months, and he's a 7-figure client, which is quite impressive. So what's amazing about this is once you do this, this piece is the easiest bit. Most coaches spend too much time here. They try and get the leads and then try and convert them quickly. So this full breakdown, they try and go from capture a lead to try and convert them, and it's just horrible. It's just a horrible process. It's all of these things. You end up frustrated, you end up doing things you hate, and it builds the prison. What we want to do is focus on this. So 80% of our time should be on this. Maybe 10% here, 10% here, 80% here, instead of like 80% here and then 20% here. Like most coaches. If you spend very little time on the connect piece here, on the trust triad, then this is the business you build. I've seen it time and time again. So the piece here, this is all about converting your audience into high-paying dream clients who you love working with. That's important. And who also stay for a long time. I've had clients stay for up to 3 years. And I've got clients that one's paid me for a year and still going. Don't see him stopping anytime soon because he's had 3 back-to-back record-breaking months. But let's just look at one important piece here. This is really the micro VSL. So we want to create this, it acts as a 24/7 salesperson, and it really defines who you are, what you do, who you help, who you don't. These things are very important and helps you wake up with DMs wanting to work with you and avoid being in the sea of sameness. This is how my clients book 2 to 4 calls every single day, and it's how one of my clients booked 669 calls in 2024. And this is what will help you sign 2+ high-paying clients every single week. My first client, just to give you an idea of numbers, you don't need thousands and thousands and thousands of people to watch it. My first client who I created the VSL for, who I mentioned earlier, this is 2018. Yes, it's a while ago, but still the foundational principles do not change. But we generated 3.6 thousand plays, which isn't a lot. And this generated 1 million plus in revenue. This is 1 million in 12 months. So you don't need a lot of people to view it. If you just get if you get 100, a couple hundred every single month, you are off and racing. So this system also is how it turns cold leads, organic social from YouTube on the 23rd. And then on the 26th, as I showed you at the start, boom, turned into a paid in full client, sign the contract, let's go. So this whole system is what allows these things to happen consistently. Fast turnaround times because you're dealing with hot leads that are pre-sold, never have to hard sell, and allows you to have more freedom. That's the ultimate reason for doing this and building, cliche as it sounds, the life that you love. So I said there'll be a simple call to action. If you would like some support with this to implement it into your business, there's a keyword underneath this video. All you need to do is send me a message on Instagram with that keyword, and I'll be in touch and we can talk about how we can do that, how it works, see if it's a good fit for you. But one thing I want to also mention is if you look at it, there can be a lot of information here. The first thing I do with clients is do an audit of their business because there's different implementation pathways for different people based on what stages they're at and what resources they have. I don't want this to make this a big overwhelming thing that's too hard to do. So that's why we do the business audit to see where you're at, and then we go from there. So hopefully this has been useful. Hopefully you got some ideas. And if you want some support, comment the keyword underneath this video to me on Instagram and we can have a chat there. Thanks. I hope you have a cracking day regardless. Peace. Talk soon.